like this, but I can't move left and right. It's really weird. I can move forward and backwards.
Nice.
Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. I'm your host, Elwin Rebel. This is my talk show, Late Night with Rebel, and we have our special guest here, Shrimp. What's up, dude?
Hey.
So, let's get right into it, man. I'll ask you some questions. You answer the questions, and we'll shoot this shit for an hour. So, my first question is, how did you find out about VRChat? You know, this glorious social platform. You know, how did you figure out about this game?
A buddy of mine, his older brother worked at Oculus. He was one of the first guys on the fucking ground floor.
Okay.
And he had a bunch of different developmental versions of the Oculus.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of those first versions and shit. He had them because they were handed down from his brother after they kept moving on to newer versions. And he was showing me a bunch of different VR games, and there's only so many VR games that you can play where one person's in VR and one person's not, and this was one of the games that I got showed a while ago. And yeah, I just had a good time talking to random ass people, and then running into people and finding people that would, I guess most people know it, at least on here, as RP, but improv, fucking random things, random characters, and random lobbies. That was probably the funnest thing for me. So that's how I got into it.
I get you. Yeah, I remember when I first met you 2.5 years ago. You used to be a little red man running around.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is true. That's when I was learning how to make models.
Yeah, you're just a red guy.
Yeah, I pretty much just imported this one FBX, threw it in Mixamo, and then I figured out how to color it red, and that was it. I didn't figure out any textures or how to put stuff on it or anything.
Does that mean?
I think I got better as time went on.
Does that mean you're the original red man?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Before the rapper even. Yeah, I'm the original red man.
Yeah. Before even the red man arc. Yes. Original.
True.
Damn.
True. 100% OG.
Hey, that's pretty true. That's pretty true. Yeah, that's true.
I was thinking of this the other day. Now that you said when you met me 2.5 years ago, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, who have I known the longest in this game? And my first thought usually is Rob, because that's probably the person I talk to the most that I've known for the longest. But when I actually think about it, I think it might be either you or Vince that I've known the longest, from the game. I think. I know we don't talk as much, but probably known the longest out of all of them.
Yeah.
I started playing in what is that?
There's a lot of you.
The other way around.
That's okay. I can handle
November?
all of you at once.
November or December of 2017.
I started playing December 10th, 2017.
Yeah. So it had to be in December. I think. It was either December or January. We ran into each other, right?
It was December because I actually have the recordings and I looked at them not too long ago. And yes.
Well, there we go.
I local recorded everything I did because I was a YouTuber back in the day, way before 2012, like way back. Because when I started playing VRChat, I actually was recording everything I did. I didn't tell anyone. I just recorded 8 hours. I'll play the game for 8 hours and press record, and I'll just do whatever. Yeah. And I could just skip through it, and I remember seeing. I'm like, oh, okay. There's Shrimp. There's this person. I'm like, oh shit. So that's all I know. I still have it. It's on my external.
Funny. It's funny looking back at old clips and seeing familiar faces that there was a lot of faces that I remember seeing that I didn't talk to back in the day or even meet.
Mm-hmm.
But then I would see them in old clips and shit, and I was in the same lobby. I was running past them, oh shit, that's funny.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. But yeah, just how it goes. How much space did that take on your hard drive? You recording 8 hours at a time.
Well, my external is 3 terabytes, so I have it all in one file now. I don't remember, but it's probably 300, 400 gigs. I only recorded for the first month. Then by near the end of December of the same month, I stopped local recording and just streaming because I was convinced to stream it. They're like, dude, why are you doing YouTube, bro? YouTube's fucking dead, dude. So they're just like, yo, just stream instead. And I was like, okay. So I started streaming. There you go.
They're only half right. That's like, okay. So as I always thought of it like YouTube is for exposure and then Twitch
Yes.
is for like monetary or like community building.
Yes.
Like that's where it's at. Though I know this, I'm very bad about that. Like I haven't worked on it at all, which I need to a lot more. I've been doing Rob's YouTube. Even then I've been slacking. But yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun. I like
yeah.
Twitch.
Yeah. That's why I like I said, I used to be a YouTuber, but I was never popular. I just did Let's Plays and dumb videos. But you're absolutely right. Almost everybody that I know that does YouTube, like even Nags, like I've talked to all his people from his side. They're all YouTubers, by the way. And then they switched to Twitch.
Yeah.
So they already had a community. They told me stories like they used to actually when they used to stream on YouTube, streaming on YouTube, but they used to have like 2,000 viewers on YouTube. And then they were like, "Holy shit!" And then they saw that Twitch is way better, so they started streaming on Twitch. They dropped down to like 200 viewers, but that's, starting with 200 viewers on a stream is fucking big, especially when most people start with like
It's
one
huge.
viewer. So a lot of them got partner like
Yeah.
within the first month, but that was like 2 years ago. So yeah, it all switched.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't necessarily know how it is as far as YouTube streaming goes, but from what I've seen, like popping into some streams over there, I feel like the actual impact per viewer is like so much less over there versus Twitch. Like Twitch, I feel like there's so much more impact per viewer, like more chatting, more interaction, say for monetary purposes, you're trying to make a living. I've found that it's like it feels more profitable over on Twitch for sure, because it's kind of baked into the culture, right? You subscribe to the people
Twitch
you
Prime.
like, you throw bits, you Twitch Prime, all of that fun stuff. That's how it kind of works
Yep.
versus YouTube, where it's they've integrated some stuff into that. where
Super chat.
It's more like
Think
Twitch.
that's it.
Super chat,
Where the fuck that is.
whatever donations. It's I don't know how exactly they do all their, but yeah, it just looks, it's so, I don't know, it looks so clunky over there versus Twitch, where it's everything. The new layout. Do you like the new layout of Twitch? The new one.
Mixed feel. It reminds me of a YouTube video, honestly, because everything's at the bottom, like literally like a YouTube video. If you compare,
that's pretty
compare,
true.
yeah, if you compare it, it's just like a YouTube video. Everything's on the bottom now when it should be on the top. But I think maybe they prefer it because like now when you look at like the uptime and the view count and your title and everything, it's all right next to the chat.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit easier.
All of the info
Yeah.
is at the bottom now, which is like, I think I honestly like it because it's more consistent, right? You don't have to like, you're looking at the title of the stream, who's streaming, all down at the bottom, and then you're like, I wonder if I'm subscribed. You're already on the bottom side looking at all the info. And in the old layout, you had to look above the stream to see, am I following? Do I have notifications?
Yes.
Am I subbed? All of this other stuff to find videos, find all the extra other stuff. It's weirdly separated. So I like the new layout. I think that's really good. And they added the channel trailer. They added, you can have like a banner on your actual page. They added if you're auto hosting multiple people, like you can see them all down at the bottom, which I think is sick. I honestly I really like it. It might look a little clunky now, but I think everybody will.
They'll grow on you.
Yeah.
It's also manually cancel subscriptions. True. There's one guy who has subbed to me for the longest. He's subbed to me for like 18 months now or some shit. And I think he forgot.
Yeah. That's most of them, right? That's
True. Most people who fucking
like,
sub to me
that
fucking
long
forget,
ass
dude.
sub.
Got him, dude.
They just forget, man. That's
Yeah.
how it goes.
He's also the only one that has the founder badge. It's just the first like 10 people have ever subbed to you. So he's
Oh yeah, yeah.
I never see that in my chat except for him, but he never types in my chat. I think he just
No,
subs and that's it.
I've literally never seen it in my chat because all of my subs for like my first like 10 subs were like a completely different viewer base.
Yeah,
Like it's totally changed.
yeah, I get you.
But that's how it goes.
You go like that though.
I
So,
like that.
let's change up the topic for a second here. You've been streaming.
Okay.
You've been what you've been doing. You've been streaming like Risk of Rain and stuff. Just
On
chilling.
top of VR chat.
Yeah. I think that's hilarious because you're just like waiting lobby for Meech or Murder or whoever.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
Bit,
I think it's funny because like when you see like you hate it and like all of them like at the very top of the category, you just fucking playing something else. It's like shit, dude.
Honestly, the only reason that is, and because it is because of the time slot that we're at, right? People just aren't online to really interact with, at least not within the group of people that we usually interact with and have a good time with. It usually takes after we start about 2 to 3 hours before people start getting online, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why the end of the stream ends up being more like a normal VR chat stream, running around, acting like retards and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's hard to find like things to really do at the beginning, especially if you want to stay in the VR chat category. I mean, really, it's just having VR chat open and then whatever else you're doing. Basically, it turns into a just chatting stream most of the time. Sit there and either just talk to chat or react to videos and shit. But yeah, no, honestly, I would like, there are some days I will start later because say Crumpet or Meech aren't going to be getting online. It's a really nice time slot that like this time that we're starting out it's a really nice time slot for VR chat because the NA people are online and all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, starting early, there's just no one to talk to, no one to interact with really, besides Publix and how that goes.
It depends on who you know. If it's like really early, like let's say like 1 p.m., there's a lot of people. They're all the EU crowd though.
That's probably it. I don't know a lot of EU.
Oh, I know them all.
To be honest.
So I could, but I don't stream that time because I'm doing college stuff and other things. So I'm a nighttime streamer. Well, this isn't really nighttime, but whatever, evening. Have you applied for partner yet or anything like that? Do you have any ambition of doing that?
I actually applied like 2 days ago. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I applied on a whim.
Okay.
Because there was at one point back when I was streaming GTA RP a bit that my numbers had bumped up and I was like eligible to apply. And I applied for it, but like I didn't really wait, for the average viewers to sort of even out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can get those big hosts, or like you can get those singular days where you're up a high amount of viewers, but compared to the rest of your streams, it's very, it fluctuates, right? They're not consistent.
Yeah.
And they denied that application after I went for it then. And just because of that reason, they even explained in the email, they're like, your viewership numbers are, they fluctuate too much or they're not consistent. So just like, they're like, go at it again, try again later. But this time, at least this past month, it's actually been really, really good ever since the like VR chat boom with the Gator crew and everything that's happening there. That I decided, you know what? Let's give VR chat another try and let's try to get more consistent with it. And that's what I did for a whole month. And then, yeah, I guess this is the real go-to effort try as far as that application goes. If we have something a bit more substantial to go with. I think that's the big thing that a lot of affiliates do mess up with too, as far as when they get the opportunity to apply, they go for they apply as soon as they can versus waiting and trying to feel out what their stream is supposed to be or supposed to look like for a partner, and then going for it.
I applied right after. I was able to apply right after actually the Golden Gator podcast because I literally just got the achievement. I applied going in because I run a talk show, and that's why I literally just told them. I was like, I run a talk. I gave them like a 2-paragraph like what I do, and I said I just been doing a talk show. I interview 150 different interviews, and this is what I do. I talk to people to learn their stories and stuff like that, and occasionally role play. So I don't know, maybe I'll get it because I talked to some other people who are applying for VR chat. A lot of them are just like, I don't know, I fucking talked in my chat, and I'm like, what? What? Like,
yeah, there's a lot of that, but part of that is also like, I mean, what else can you say, right? It's there's sure you could fill it up with a lot of different buzzwords and all of that, but at the end of the day, you know, sometimes even though it might be maybe similar to a lot of other people's streams, sometimes it is just like other people's streams. You are focused on chat interaction. You are primarily VR chat. Just chatting section.
yeah.
Having fun with friends. Like that could be it. You know, sometimes it's just down to not so much the word you put in, but you know what actually comes up from your channel.
We'll see. Maybe I'll get partner. If I don't, I'll just play again in 3 weeks or a month or something. Because I do a talk show, and they're like, "Oh shit, this guy actually does something different. What the
Yeah.
hell?" So we'll see.
You just keep going at it.
Do you think when you get that check mark, you're gonna get kidnapped?
Absolutely. I've already been told. They've been waiting outside my house for about 3 days.
Oh yeah. The
Uh,
the the the
Saying why I
saucer,
applied and everything.
the UFO.
The saucer, the the white van, the
Yeah.
black SUV, all of them actually.
Oh shit.
So, what a cast of characters. But
God damn.
yeah, I don't know. It's honestly the check mark is all clout. Like
True.
partner versus affiliate. Here's the two differences, right? There's only two things that make it different. One, you get that clout in the chat. Two, you get some extra emote slots. And I think the emote slots are the biggest benefit, probably.
Yeah.
Because at least it benefits the community the most, and that's the fun part.
Yeah, I mean, I've already told my audience like 100 times. If I get partner, really, two things I really just want is one is more for me, and that's just to get a new name. So when you get partner, you can actually claim names.
True.
And then I just want the name Rebel, Rebl. No one actually has it; it's unavailable. But I've been told by staff that if I actually get partner, I can claim that name, just Rebel, just the name. And then the second thing would just be emotes. Just that's more for the chat, right? So. Yeah.
Oh yeah. True. Yeah, I definitely. If I can get rid of this freaking underscore off
yeah.
of my name, that would be fantastic. I would
Just
love
shrimp.
that, but... Yeah, I mean that'd be great.
Exactly.
I mean,
Someone told me. Oh,
sometimes those.
oh, sorry.
That's right.
Uh,
Someone told you?
No, someone told me that oh, you can't have unique names. So that's bull. You can't have the name like Red or Green or something. I'm like, yeah, you can. If you're a partner, you can. There's just so little partners
Yeah.
that there's no one thought to themselves, hey, I just call myself Bandit or like Red or Blue or White or
Right.
something. Like you can do that. I've seen like Ninja.
You
That's a
can.
pretty common name. Like you ever think anyone would
That-
take that? No, it's because he's partner. He took it.
Exactly. I mean, that's a big part of his growth too. The fact that it was so simple of a name. You know?
Exactly.
Very short and sweet and memorable. Yeah, no, a lot of those names, like some of them actually aren't available, right? Like some of them you just straight up can't take, but that's only because of the fact that Twitch wants to have those links available to like whatever sort of product they could be bringing forth, right? So like twitch.tv/ I'm guessing Prime is probably paid,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So nobody
Yeah.
can be Prime on Twitch, right? Or like like emotes or something like that. But sure, you could be like fucking Rebel, you could be White, you could be, whatever name you want.
There's like there's
Not
that guy
necessary.
that had the name Black. Remember that?
Nice.
That's
Great.
good. What?
That's a good name.
It is.
What I mean, I gotta ask, like, what descent is he?
Black.
That's oh god. Imagine going to TwitchCon, right? And you're meeting your favorite streamer Black and you see him on the street and you just yell out his Twitch name. That's how we feel.
The cops. Yo, what the fuck you say? Oh shit.
No, like straight up, our friend he goes by Emmanuel now, but he went by Foreigner
Yeah.
before. And when we were meeting him in person for the first time at like TwitchCon and like, did he come to GatorCon? I think so, maybe. But we would call him Foreigner, and he's a Hispanic guy, so he's like, when we're walking around town and like we're just calling out to our buddy, hey Foreigner, pointing at him. It's like we look like assholes, but that's his name. He's the asshole for naming himself that.
Dude, no, it was his plot the entire time, dude. He knew it that, it's gonna happen. Make you look like an asshole.
Yep.
You knew it.
True.
The looks we got, Sumi said she was there. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. At TwitchCon.
Yeah, okay. True. That's pretty true. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you can name yourself a lot of things. Though they did say that, I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but I've heard that if usernames can be banned, like no one can claim it if that person's been banned before, but I don't think Rebel's been banned. I don't even know, like, don't tell me that some guy 10 years ago on Twitch was named Rebel and then he just fucking did something stupid and got the name banned, right? I would be pissed. I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? But I don't think so.
Yeah, it's probably probably something like, obviously someone can't be like coming on Twitch is like, oh, I'm gonna rename myself Ice Poseidon.
I was about to say that. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, that's
like a great name. Like that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I want to get the name Shrimp. I tried to change for it a while ago, but they kept saying the account was like active still. But I checked all of its activity through a bunch of different sites and everything, and I'm like, there's no way. Hasn't typed in like any chats, hasn't streamed, hasn't done anything for years. It has like 3 followers. I'm like,
fuck.
I say that count so bad.
You know what, man? Once you get that check mark, you gotta flex your clout. Like you said, you gotta flex your clout to Twitch and be like, hey man, I want that. And they're like, okay, sir.
Just a little bit. Maybe a little, just for that.
Yeah, you gotta flex, I feel like as an affiliate, you're kind of like unprotected. Like you're just like out in the wild, wild west. But once you're a partner, you kind of get like a little bit of protection. They're like, hey, don't do that. Hey, what you just did,
kind of?
don't stream that, dude.
It's partially like that, but it's also double-sided, right? Because as an affiliate, there's a thing you can do where, like, once you get partnered, Twitch has your exclusivity rights for your live streams and monetization on your live streams for Twitch, right? And that's just live streaming in general. So that means you can't go over to YouTube after getting partnered and start streaming there and try to make money from YouTube while streaming. Unless you have some sort of special deal, special contract, which some of the big boy streamers do have. But if you're an affiliate, what you can do is, while you can't stream to both sites at the exact same time, you can like end your stream on Twitch and then go start streaming on YouTube for money at the same time. So that can happen, and that's totally fine. So there's like a bit more freedom to your content and the other stuff you want to try,
Well, I have no interest of streaming on other sites. I think you're right. There are some streamers that I've seen where they get banned on Twitch for like a day, and then or they have like a contract as a partner where like they cannot stream gaming content on other platforms. So a lot of them will just like do just chatting and just be like, hey guys, I got banned, and just like talk on YouTube or some bullshit.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I know there's also like where like Twitch wanted to bring over like big YouTubers to try streaming on their onto Twitch. But I mean, this is before like YouTube streaming was like really, really big. But they basically worked out contracts to where these people could stream on both at the same time. Well, not the exact same time, but they can swap back and forth. I know, like, I think it was Markiplier and like Jacksepticeye and like the big YouTube Andes could do that sort of thing.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. You know, when you apply for partner, a lot of people don't realize this, but you actually don't have to be a Twitch streamer. You can actually, it literally says it like, do you have a presence somewhere else than Twitch? So it asks you like Twitter,
True.
Facebook, Instagram, other streaming sites. Those ones
Right.
where the adults, for example, yeah,
That's
that counts.
that's how I mean a lot of these people that jump onto Twitch that are from other platforms somehow are instantly partnered, right? They don't have to meet the
Yeah.
requirements of the achievement for the average viewers or anything. They just have to be like, here's my fucking Twitter, here's my Instagram, here's my whatever the fuck else.
1 million.
You know?
What about TikTok?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think they care for TikTok.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of places care for TikTok. A lot of the newer apps and stuff that aren't like mainstream. I mean, TikTok is kind of mainstream, but at the same time, it's still newer, right? It's not your Twitter or your Instagram, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not the same. Like, it was the same thing when Vine was around. They didn't take Vine or that
Yeah,
seriously.
I don't think
Either.
they will take that. TikTok is like, how the fuck do you go from that from to Twitch, right? It probably just makes sense. Like, how do you go from that?
Right.
YouTube makes more sense. I remember when I first started doing
Yeah.
YouTube, and I found out about Twitch in like 2012, and it did say that like you can go from YouTube to Twitch, and you just had to have 100,000 subs and like 100,000 views per month or something like that. It's obviously changed now. I think people tell me you have to have at least 1 million subs on YouTube now, like 1 million views per month or whatever it is now. Like, so they increased the requirements, but back
The
then,
shit out of it.
yeah, back then, I mean, YouTubers are pretty small back then. Like most gaming channels were like less than 1 mil. So, and PewDiePie was pretty small like 8 years ago. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy too, because like they're not absolutely crazy on changing that either. Because like if you're popular on YouTube, like that's like views have gone up dramatically like across the board on YouTube.
yeah.
You know, with like everything. So like 100,000 is not really that crazy anymore.
Yeah, true.
Kind of insane.
But I mean, if you let's be real here, man. I know so many YouTubers that, sorry, VRChat like YouTubers, and anyone of them that has more than like 50,000 or 100,000 subs, even though they primarily do YouTube, they start streaming, they at least get like 100 to 200 viewers, like on average. So like
Yeah.
they already get partner like within a month or two anyway. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, YouTube is the best place for exposure because like your content isn't limited by the time that you're live. It's
Mhm.
just there. It's there forever, and it's edited. It's
Yeah.
made to be the best it can be
Yeah.
during the viewing experience. Like no matter
woof.
what.
It's my dog.
Wow.
That means that she's alerted. There's someone around. Probably my dad's coming home, so you might hear him in a minute. Isn't Pink Trilobite huge on TikTok? Yeah, she is. Same with Lorraine as well. They're both VR chatters. They're both. I think Lorraine has like
Yeah,
1 million followers or something on TikTok.
Dude, I had no idea that VR chat like a thing on TikTok. I didn't know until like I think it was 2 days ago. Lauren
Yeah, Lauren.
tagged me in some TikTok thing on Twitter, and I looked into it. I was like, holy shit, people actually watch this. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's the buff Pikachu.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not joking.
Is she the dancer with
Yeah.
the kinetic?
Yeah. But like on TikTok, she's most known for like doing the buff Pikachu like TikToks.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not
Nice.
even no sarcasm. Like actually, if you check a lot of her TikToks, a lot of them are well, it's either like her kid form or like her main model, but a lot of them are because of the buff
Yeah.
Pikachu because it's just funny. Like I guess people on TikTok are like, what the hell? Why is there Pikachu like buff and have a 6-pack? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. Like TikTok and Vine, they were primarily geared toward younger audiences or
Yeah,
people that like stuff quick and everything.
imagine living on
Makes sense.
Vine Street and then Vine dies.
Feels bad, man. That's
Yeah.
when they all went to YouTube /Twitch /Twitter / everything else, and
True.
They'll just spread apart and fell through the crack. Though I know Chris Melberger, who was pretty big on Vine, is doing a decent job now on Twitch. Like, he did a bunch of Fortnite stuff for a while, but he's been doing variety stuff. I like that guy.
Okay.
Cool streamer.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool. He's got his stuff going.
I think most Vine people either went to TikTok or YouTube. It wasn't like Jake Paul, the Paul brothers. They were originally like Vine people, I think. Actually, like they were.
Yes.
And then they switched to YouTube.
Yeah, they started from Vine. All that fun business with the fake pranks and everything.
Oh yes. I don't remember this guy's name, but he was a YouTuber that would his niche thing was like demon possession. So like he would make like videos where like,
What?
oh my god, there's a demon inside my house, and you have like claw marks on it. Like he'd just like rip his skin of his hand or some bullshit, and be like, oh my god, I'm
Ugh.
demons, and he'll get like 10 million views per
Jesus.
video. It's like, oh my god, I saw a ghost today, guys. Oh, demons! I have a really hard migraine. Oh, the demons are inside of me. I don't know, man.
Dude, so much YouTube shit is so cringy. The stuff that actually gets like popular and trending on there. Oh my god. And a lot of it's like based around like stupid drama shit. Like all of the makeup tutorial fuckers always seem to have some sort of
Dude.
drama with each other and the vloggers and whatever else it is. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. It's all high school girls that watch YouTube.
Dude.
It feels like, as far as the trending page goes.
You watch the documentary that what's his name does Shane Dawson did, and the whole like makeup thing.
No.
Oh my god, it's like a 10-hour long
way.
series, dude. Woo wee. Oh man, it gets real, dude. Like it's all like, oh man. One part that they
ain't
talk
got
about,
time
they
for
talk
that.
about people that like broke into their warehouse and stole like $10,000 of like makeup, and they like resold it. I was like, what the hell? People are stealing makeup, dude. Like, what?
Man, am I supposed to watch a documentary on makeup YouTubers and their
Yeah, dude.
daily struggles when I got Breaking Bad to still catch up on? I'm watching that back again. I got, I still haven't even watched Better Call Saul. I got tons of different TV shows.
Yeah,
to
but that's
watch. I got
TV,
Twitch.
dude. That's scripted
watch,
content, dude. YouTube is real, man. What do you mean?
Okay, dude.
What do you mean?
All right, listen. Scripted content's great. What are you saying, man?
Yeah,
Scripted-
RP
okay,
by the
scripted
way.
Content. Yeah, RP by the way. Look, scripted content is great when it is scripted content done right. But if it's scripted RP, then it's not RP. It's just acting. It's just reading lines. And then when you try to disguise it as RP, I know this is a weird tangent to go off on, but I feel like explaining it for the people that still believe that scripted RP is a thing. Scripted RP is just shitty, like a shitty play. That's what it is. With shitty camera work and shitty editing and I don't know, bad,
Got him.
in my opinion.
What about Callus Row? You were there.
Callus Row's cool. Callus Row's cool because you can quote unquote script out plot points, right? Things that are going to happen. That's totally fine. It's when you start scripting what people are going to say and what people are going to physically do. That's when it's weird. That's when it's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of guiding people along a certain, basically a track like D&D, like what
Yes.
Arcadum does, I think is really, really good. That's really fun. Like that's sometimes how you get the best sort of RP stuff is especially when you start guiding people towards what you want them to see and then seeing their reaction and how they make their character interact with everything. Anything could really happen. They were killing off characters one by one during that finale thing, which was really cool to see how, people's, in character decisions led to them getting fucked.
Yeah. Even my decision, I wasn't like I was a zombie, but like I'm not a combatant character because I just play a mechanic. But like I gave the Hellbats, which is like the mercenary group, a sniper rifle, and they actually used it in the fight for the Necromancer, and the one character died with the sniper rifle, so now it's lost forever. But they used that sniper to kill a bunch of the whatever zombies and people and whatever. Now they're
Hell
dead.
yeah.
So I affected the story, in a way.
I still gotta make my character. I was gonna make a character for the season 2 of that once it comes
Just be the
out.
gatekeeper, dude.
I gotta sit down. Gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Just come in with the exact same avatar.
Just
and
yeah,
everything
just
and
be the
just, get
gatekeeper
the entire time.
because it's gonna be multiple worlds. So you be the gatekeeper between
Yeah.
the hobos in the bottom and the top, and you'd be like, you can't pass
Yeah,
to the Undercity,
straight
dude.
up.
So
I would love to absolutely fuck up the plans, whatever plot points that people have. They're like, oh, we want to get over to the other city, but
hmm
Shrimp's doing his thing again, so we're gonna have to save it for next episode, I guess.
no, they just brute force you, man. What do you mean, dude? They just beat you up, push you over, man.
Yeah, I guess. Seems to be the only way.
Yeah, man. They tried to brute force me, man. I'm the only one who had a drill to like dig underground. So they're trying to like all the match people are trying to beat me up. They're trying to like what do you call it, strong arm? They're trying to strong arm me
Yeah.
because I'm the only one that knows how to operate the drill that they can dig. Because we had a mechanic where you actually have a shovel and you actually like dig into the dirt and it actually removes the dirt, but it takes like 10 years to
Oh,
do
that's
that.
sick.
So I have a drill in my shop that like speeds up the whole process and literally just like deletes all the dirt. And they're just like, give us the drill or we'll hurt you. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's still fun though. Having that sort of RP scenario. I remember do you remember Forbidden Knowledge? The
Yes,
one that
I was
Arcane
there.
did before? Yeah, Forbidden Knowledge was pretty fun, but there was one thing that that kind of drew me out of it a little bit, and I feel like it's probably improved in Kalos Row, is that there was a lot of talking and interacting between characters, and like maybe they'd get into shouting matches, but it never got to a point of which there was actual combat or actual like
Yes.
anything throughout the entire thing. And I was always a little disappointed by that. I tried to force like a little bit of a fight at the end because the mechanics for the fight were always there, just no one ever used it.
Yes.
So I tried to force one towards the end, and it ended up getting cut off because it went on too long, the fight, because everybody decided to join in the fight. This is like a whole like 16 people for a D&D style fight, which is insane. But
Yeah.
that's something I want to see more.
I remember Forbidden Knowledge because a part of it I played as the middle-aged detective where everyone else was like 18 years old, young kid getting kidnapped.
Everybody was in high school.
Yeah, like in high school, and I was like some like grizzled old man. So it's giving no sense. And I had a gun, so I could just pull out a gun anytime. And be like, what are you gonna do, boy? But anyway, I remember, yeah, near the end there was like a dungeon we did, but it was all like AI. It was so scuffed, like, cause we had to like keep stabbing like a spider like 10,000 times, and the AI wouldn't work. And then some people died, but they died because they fell off the map. So like they were trying to climb the stairs and they just
Right.
fell. And there's like, oops, I guess you're dead now.
Yeah. It was sort of the growing pains, right? They're still figuring that stuff out, how to do it in
Yeah.
VR chat and how to develop it too. So it's fine. It's funny though.
Rob died in the first day.
True. He came in with a Dragon Ball Z avatar.
Yeah, and then
And he
Arcane
just
killed
got
him.
Insta ripped. Yeah. That's pretty funny though.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, but like you said, it was like I would call it like the testing phase because I remember meeting Arcadium like 2.5 years ago, and he would tell me, he's like, I do D. I didn't know who he was prior, but he would tell me like, I'm a D&D guy. I want to do a role play in VR chat, and the only time we would ever did role play was just like courtroom and just like random like Void Club and just like random like, like he said, she
we
said
did the
stuff.
Great Pug a lot.
Yeah, so when he came up with Forbidden Knowledge, like, oh my god, he's actually gonna like do cool RP stuff. But I mean, it was all right, but I do like Kalos a lot better. There's a lot more depth involved and like consequences and
Yeah.
things make sense and combat, and there's like a clinic and bank and all these people. So
And they have like actual DMs, right? Like
Yeah.
multiple DMs floating
Mhm.
around that can do stuff. Yeah, that's the cool stuff. Like when we were doing the Forbidden Knowledge, it was pretty much it was just Arcadum, right? And
Yep.
even then, he was also playing a character at the same time, so it's hard to DM and do that at the same time. So it couldn't really translate. I remember I played D&D with it, like a proper D&D game with him just before he started FK, and that was like a really good time. So I was excited for FK, but it ended up being a little different and maybe not exactly my jam. But I think Kalos Row will be fun.
Yeah, I think it has, because there's a guy that's been going on that's like a mega fan. He's just been like super supportive. When I was doing the Royal Gator podcast, he dropped 200 subs. He's been going around to everybody who's been.
God damn.
Yeah, he just loves it. So.
Well, yeah, now I definitely got to join Kalos Row.
Nice, dude. But yeah, I mean, the thing is though, I always say this, like, if Arcanum wasn't there, then Kalos Row would never existed, and he put like thousands of dollars of his own money into it. Like, that's crazy. But,
Yeah. He had plans for there was another one that he was going to do just before Kalos Row. It was a more fantasy based one, and it was supposed to be closer to D&D, like specifically, but with like a very small cast of characters basically going through those AI dungeons, like the end of Forbidden Knowledge. That he was talking to, it was me, Sci-Fry, I think Miss Universe, Sketchu, and a handful of other people about doing, and they were building out maps, they were building out avatars and a ton of stuff, just like they did for Kalos Row. And then this big update came out for VR chat, and like all of the maps and the avatars that got made for it got deleted. It was like days and days, like months of progress just got wiped clean, and they eventually just gave up on it and started working on Kalos Row instead.
damn, that sucks. What the hell, VR chat? Literally breaking the game every time. Even broke Kalos Row. We had to delay 2 weeks in a row because of VR chat updates. They updated the game right when we're about to do Kalos Row, and it actually, like, we were still role playing. We're okay, guys, let's do the role play anyway, and it crashed everyone in the lobby. Like, everybody, I thought it was just me, but everybody crashed, and then we were just like, we can't do the RP. We got to restart, and we just waited a week, and then Kieran Sketchy had to like fast patch the map. So.
Esports ready, man. Esports ready.
Yeah, free game, by the way. He doesn't read chat out loud. Yeah, I don't. By the way, I don't read chat until near the end. That's when I start taking questions in the chat. So I do look at chat. Like, I look at it all the time. It's just I'm not gonna read it out loud because I'm obviously talking to you, right? It'd be rude to read chat while we're talking.
That's how it goes. I mean, I don't mind, right? It's your stream, and
I get that.
True.
But it's an interview, right?
Yeah, it's about you,
Isn't
man.
how it go?
Anyway, we're almost 45 minutes in, so I guess we should start taking questions, actually. Good timing, actually. 15 minutes left. So we'll start taking questions from the chat. So if anybody has any questions for Trimp and I, then let us know. I'll put the camera on both of us. There you go. Buff Pup, what's up? It's one of my R's friends. Just that guy going around to Kalos Row streams and dropping hundreds of subs? Yeah, you literally, it's in my chat. Yeah, his name's Player. He's a cool guy.
pretty cool.
But yeah, Kalos Row Season 2, it'll take a couple months, I think. People said it was going to take a month. I think it's going to take like 4 months because they're making like multiple worlds. Like, they're making, they showed screenshots.
Big world.
Yeah, they're making like a whole outside area, wasteland area. Like separate cities. I'm like, what the heck? And they want to have supposedly like maybe like 200 people in the RP. Like not in the same world instance, but like, you know, like there'd be 60 people in Kalos Row.
Right? So like,
and then another 60 in the wasteland, another 60 in some other city or whatever, like RPing simultaneously. And then like, I guess you would like, you know, it'd be cool transition, right? Like you join, you request to join, you go to like the checkpoint or whatever, and you request to join, and you go to the wasteland, and you're like, and there's some raiders running around, and then you go to the other city, and like some scrapyard and some hillbilly redneck. It's like, what's going on? What do you want? And, you know, it'd be interesting.
Some cool shit.
Yeah.
I think
the character idea I have could work out pretty well, like Wasteland type thing.
Mhm.
I don't want to give it away too early because I mean, it could possibly not even get off the ground. I have to run it by Arcadum first. Yeah, it'll be fun. Let's just say it's like magic based, I guess.
Mm-hmm. 1 second. While we get questions, I'm gonna close my door. So 1 second here.
Do it.
1 second.
Chat. How you doing? You eat for lunch? Oh, that sounds good. I'd eat that.
All right, I'm back. Had to
Haha, no way.
close my door. There we go. Anyway, by the way, is there any questions? What would Shrimp like to bring back to the Gator lobby?
What? Can you repeat that? Okay.
What would Shrimp like to bring back to the Gator lobby? Gator lobby.
What would I like to bring back? I guess just the consistent RP. You know, we haven't done that for a while, and just doing RP, even if it's on just set days, but doing RP with consistent characters and just recurring characters
Yeah.
that could keep coming back. Because right now it's like it's so relaxed that like if you say shit to people and like say you want to stir shit for fun, like for content purposes, like you're kind of saying it to them directly and it's like coming from you, so all of a sudden you're an asshole and it's not very fun, right?
Mhm.
Versus when you're doing it with characters where it's very much different. Like, I have friends in there that I don't hate them, but I think it would be funny if our characters got into some sort of fight or argument, right? But, it could lead to some not so fun stuff.
What's Shrimp's first
But yeah,
time?
definitely RP.
If he's the 2-timer. Yeah, didn't you win Sexiest Man on the Beach or something like that yesterday?
Yeah, I won 2 times in a row the Gator Bar competitions. The first one being on May 11th. I won the swimsuit competition. Then May 12th, yesterday, won the Sexiest Man.
Mm-hmm.
2 times back to back.
Damn, dude. Back-to-back champion.
Easy
Hell
peasy.
yeah, dude.
Like, just got my fucking leg trackers. Just easy game, man.
Yeah, I saw that. You said you only got your hip tracker and then you got your legs, so that was interesting.
Yeah. It's fun. Dancing in VR is fun. I recently got the straps for it because I was using rubber bands and hair
Yeah.
ties, and that was terrible, incredibly uncomfortable, and it was blocking the sensors slightly.
You think you're gonna become a full-body
That's right now.
thotty?
Oh, of course.
Female shrimp?
I've already fucked 12 dudes, dude.
Female bean?
Yeah.
Nice.
With big tits.
I'm
Of
gonna become a
course.
VTuber now. Well,
I actually want to kind of see that. Like, you just have Suva and you're just a giant fucking bean in the fucking corner.
I mean, that's basically what I did today. I just had my fucking I had VR in the background, me looking in a mirror, and then playing Risk of Rain.
Yeah, just be on the just chatting section, and you just put VTuber in your title, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, this giant bean is getting more viewers than me. This giant, disgusting bean." You're gonna make the bean meta. Everyone's gonna
Yeah.
become beans.
That would be funny. I would love that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I want to see the giant bean, and I also want to see Flynn as his giant his eyes popping out. White people
Yeah, I
happy.
love Flynn's avatar.
Yeah.
Sketchu makes so much good stuff as far as avatars.
Yeah.
And map as well. Very, very talented.
Well, I believe she is a game designer. Same with Kier. They're both game designers. They go to school for it, so makes sense. She's an artist. They're dating, so Sketchu is the drawer, 3D modeler, and then Kira is the world creator. And he makes my avatars too.
Nice.
So, boom, tag team.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, of course. What keeps you playing VR chat?
Just friends, straight up. Like actually, if another game came out that everybody else is playing and they ditch VR chat, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I honestly I don't care for the game too much. Like it's cool. There's like a lot of creative things you can do in this game, but straight up, it literally just my friends keeping me here. That's it.
I feel like if VR chat ever did get quote unquote banned or dead or whatever you want to call it, I think honestly most people you have like I think there's two options for most streamers. I'm talking about the majority of people who stream this game. There's two options. Either you become a VTuber and just take your avatar and just put in Stuva and go around that route and just play whatever game you want, or you go to the other social platforms and that would be like Chill Out VR, which is free by the way, or Neos or Lavender, $20. Yeah.
So that or you fucking switch streaming platforms, right? Attempt
True.
that if it's not banned over there, that sort of stuff. But besides that, yeah, like that's why I think if you stream this game, you kind of, I feel like you definitely need to, because I feel like it's very borderline. Like it could possibly get banned in the future, kind of like Second Life did, right? Because it's getting kind of there. And like the VR chat devs are obviously trying to do the best they can to keep that happening, right?
Kidnapping people. Yes.
Yeah, kidnapping people for a much safer and fun time with the devs. But like, say that does happen, people that stream this game and they don't have like, sort of a base of like friends or streamers or like, things that they can do with other people. If they don't have that, then they could get like royally screwed if they don't have other stuff that they do. All those guys that, especially those sleep streams that you see a lot of the time, I feel like those would just die immediately, right? Because like, where else could you do that?
Unity,
you could. That makes sense. But if it would like, it's not as easy though, right? You would have to get into some developmental stuff, or at least other games that have the same full body tracking and custom avatar and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, what you could do, I could see this happening. I don't really see it. Well, there's only like one person who does it, but like, you could technically stream VR chat or like any other social game under the just chatting section, because the rules just state you just have to be active to your chat. So you could stand in front of a mirror in like Neos VR, which is just like VR chat, and just stand in front of the mirror and just talk to your audience and farm, viewers. I mean, I give an example. Project Melody, when she starts up her stream, she's literally just in VR as her avatar. It's not playing VR chat, by the way. She's just using a custom Unity program that she had made for her. And she's just sitting there talking to people. Gets like 3,000 viewers. And it's perfectly fine. So.
Yeah, that's why she gets the viewers, right?
Of course.
Because of the just chatting scenes, man.
Of course.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you were a VTuber and this game was banned, you could just go to just chatting and do the exact same thing. I'm not saying you're gonna get 3,000 viewers. I'm just saying, like, you could. You're not gonna get in trouble for it. Like, technically speaking, I can actually stream this talk show on the podcasting and talk show category of Twitch, which I've done like once or twice just as a test. It was not worth it because I definitely got more new people coming in, but a lot of people were just like, "What is this going on? Why is this guy in anime?
Yeah,
why is there a giant bean?" What? They're like, "What?"
Dude, VR chat is so confusing. I feel like to look at.
Yeah, the boomers are just like,
"What
the what is this?"
Yeah.
Gmod VR, yeah, there's plans for Gmod VR, or there already is Gmod VR, Bart, but you're talking about like Source 2, like Gmod 2. Gary Newman, who made Gary's mod, is already planning on using Source 2 to make Gary's mod 2. So that's already happening.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, use that same engine that Half-Life Alyx was on.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a lot more optimized, and I feel like the current Gmod VR stuff is all it's all like add-ons, right? It's all like
Yeah, it's like
mods. Technically.
it's
like
not
mod
built from the
support.
ground up. It's well, Gary's Mod's
Right.
15 years old.
Yeah, it's an old fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, that would be my shit. Honestly, I love Gary's Mod.
Same.
That's probably the one game I have the most hours on Steam.
It was my number
Um,
one, and then I played VR
back in
chat.
the day. And then you play VR chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like I play VR chat a lot, but the funny thing is like I only really play it when I'm streaming or like for events like this.
The boys.
Or if my friends are on. That's it. Like I don't just hang out on VR chat. I don't really do any model work anymore. I used to back in the day, but I don't really do that anymore. I have some really talented, very generous friends that help me out with that now. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I just don't
We'll,
touch it.
we'll take this question because Dragonkin asked it before. It says, with all the talk from different Gator crew guys and Rob doing some updates to the current map, do you feel the RP will start to come back even if the camera isn't on the current location? Started watching the older streams 2018 to 2019 and it looks like a good time. Bricktown looked like a shit show in a good way. Talking about how when I did the podcast a few days ago, it was a topic we
Yeah.
talked about. So what do you think about that?
I think the only way that RP could come back
If it was stated to come back, and even then, it would be a bumpy road for that to happen, right? It would take a bit before people would get used to it, but there's no way it's coming back organically. I don't think, because that's the reason RP worked out back in the day is because of how well known the lobby was for being an RP lobby, right? That's what everybody called it, and that's how new people that would come into the lobby, they would be told this is RP, right? People just knew it was an RP lobby, so as soon as they get in there, they're RPing no matter what. It didn't matter where they were looking, they were just RPing. That's what it was known for. But nowadays, it's just not that. Like people know it's like nobody knows really what it was beforehand. That at least that's new to the lobbies, and they're just hanging out chatting like it's a normal VR chat lobby. There's some funny, weird stuff that happens, but all in all, it would take deliberate telling people, sitting them down and telling them,
Yeah.
this is RP, don't go out of character, etc. Which we did have to do a couple times back in the day, but it was never as explicit as it would need to be now. I feel like
100%. I agree. I said this. Well, I said it like in the Discord, but I'll restate my opinion or what I think. So the only way it would actually logically work is if you had a whitelisted like private instance and like people had to sort of like kind of like you would have to go into the lobby knowing that's RP. You couldn't just join off. You couldn't make a friends plus and be like, oh yeah, guys, Bricktown.
right.
It just like I remember Rob No Lobby. It did have like a giant thing in the front. It was just like this is an RP lobby. You're in character. You can't do these rules. Blah blah blah. But you can't do that. You would actually have to make it like private only or invite plus, and then you would have to
Invite
have.
Plus
Oh
was what we
my,
used
a new
lot of
sub.
the time back in the
Does this
day,
mean
and
you've
it
come
really,
to play with me?
It really did it
Yeah.
as far as getting people to go, but like not as many people play VR chat now, to be honest, or at least people that would RP and that are into the stuff we do or did during the Gator RP stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sort of what kind of made the RP die down a little bit. It was people stopped showing up, and
a lot of the stress of creating storylines and making things happen fell on Rob, and that's how that happened.
Yeah, I agree. I think the only time you'll ever get like role play is when Rob does like the RP elimination thing, and that's like the closest you'll get to like. But that's it's like school RP guys. All right,
that's
we're doing
my
school.
favorite thing too.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey guys, we're doing school RP. Everyone's like, all right, we got to get school RP avatars. We'll make a character. That's how it works. I just don't think Bricktown will be a recurring thing, right? You just like, I just don't see it. It was good because back then you had
a lot of effort.
Yeah, you need like Cal's row level effort, and I don't think Rob wants to do that because you just designing.
I don't know about Callus row level effort, but you would need more effort than is usually brought forth to his
Yes.
lobbies for sure.
The homeless arc.
Oh man, dude, all of those Bricktown arcs were so fun because they could go really anywhere. It could be wacky, it could be serious, it could be whatever it is. But You know,
Yeah.
it's just in a city where random shit happens.
For shrimp, do you plan on getting your human shrimp avatar to be your new OC if you got more clothes?
No. I'm just sticking with the bean. I like the bean. It's fun, you know. It changes it up from the shrimp thing. I think in a sort of funny, ironic way, I like the fact that my name is Shrimp and I'm not a shrimp. I think that's even more funny than being a shrimp.
Okay.
In that case, I've had people come up to me and I'm in this avatar and they go, "Oh, you're a shrimp." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. You're blind and dumb."
Got him.
But yeah.
I get you. People are saying we're getting close to Ready Player One.
No. No.
I feel like
we're not.
I feel like we're getting close to Second Life, more like it. Ready Player One
We're
is
getting close
all.
to Second Life, that's for
I
sure.
feel like Ready Player One was just all ads everywhere. Like there's no ads in this game. If there was like ads everywhere, then
Yeah.
yeah. Whoops.
Well, it's definitely not going to happen with this game. That's for sure.
It would have to be something with a lot more open-ended shit. I mean, Udon is really cool as far as the developmental stuff goes, but you know, I think it would really take like a AAA team, like even like a extremely ambitious like indie team that is known for doing bigger shit, to start a game like that, and to have support from different, you know, companies that would want to advertise, put their products inside of the game, and like
Mhm.
really flesh it out a lot. It would need something a lot more than this.
Yeah.
Not gonna shit on the devs more than I usually do, but you know,
It is what it is. So you have to say.
it is what it is.
Would you consider going to GTA or Red Dead RP if your chat gets banned?
Oh God.
Probably not. Probably not. I mean, I would.
Honestly, maybe. I don't know. I'm so 50-50 on it. I did GTA RP for a while, and it's fun when things work out. I played on NoPixel, and the big issue on NoPixel, besides queue times and all of that, is that once you even get into the game and you're sort of a newer person into it, and you're not as well known, like interacting with people that have been on the server for a while and that's just their daily thing, it just feels near impossible. Like they're so clicky and they'll try their
Mhm.
best to get out of RP situations with you, and really try to stick to what they know, stick to what's familiar to them. They don't really like interacting with people unless they're obviously big streamers
Content.
during those big
Oh.
booms. Yeah, the content boys that come through where they can get their exposure. That's a big thing that happens like,
Yeah.
during that whole boom. But
I agree, man. Like I think the problem
Thanks
with
for joining the exclusive
Hey.
club. Front row seats just for you.
hey, thanks for
Love you,
that.
buddy. Less than 3.
Hey, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate that. But I think I do agree with you. Well, I feel like the problem with the No Pixel server is that everyone's just too rich now. Like the server doesn't have like, it's not like a where you restart and everyone becomes a hobo. I like the fact when GTA 5 RP first, or like the No Pixel server started, and like everybody was a hobo and they had like shitty cars and like you had to like run dope and like, you know, it was a lot more like gang violent shit. Now it's just like people with like $3 million cars and like fucking 300
Yeah,
kilometers fucking
exactly.
supercars and like, and there's no like repercussions for any.
shot
Yep.
lawyer. They're
Yep.
fucking kingpins in their own 50 different gangs, and
Yep.
like they have 50 billion fucking Bugattis. They're doing bank robberies every single day, like it's nothing. And it's weird.
Yeah,
It's weird.
I liked it when it was a lot more centralized around what was it called, like the little apartment, the pink cage, or whatever it's called. Like I liked it when like everybody was like a hobo
Yeah.
and they're all trying to like get away from the pink cage. Like, dude, I need $50,000 to get a fucking apartment so I can get out of this shithole. Like that was
Yeah.
better than what it is now. And like I think a lot of the big streamers get away with it because they're big and because they bring a lot of viewership. Because like I've seen some like, I think it's called what do you call it, like shit RP or whatever, where it's just like they're just fucking around like fucking out the cops and like running around.
Yeah.
It's like, what if you're trying to I'm not saying like GTRP is supposed to emulate real life, but like they would ban people for less things, and these people are just like fucking around and like, I'm gonna tase you. Oh, woo, can't get me. Like,
there's 100% some people on that server for NoPixel that are just grandfathered in. Like, there's no way they're getting banned. Like, they just bring in too much for the server to ever do that.
It is what it is.
Feels weird, man.
We'll change the topic, but I saw something that was kind of like GTRP, but it was in VR. It's called Elysium, Project Elysium, but it never got off its ground, and it's still in production. You know how that is. It's kind of like it used a low budget or low pixel avatars you see. Like it was kind of like Callous Row graphics, or like like very low.
All the low poly stuff.
Yeah, low poly stuff. So it's all low poly avatars, and it was all in VR. So you actually had to, like, when you're driving a car, you have to like change gears, and you have to like turn around, and you get a pistol, and you shoot out like you guys like driving a helicopter or some shit, and you're just fucking shooting at it, and some guy's bank robbing. I was like, holy shit, this looks dope. And it's all in VR. Trailer looks sick.
That's cool. I like
but never. I don't know. It's in like development hell, so feels bad, man.
That's how a lot of these games go. It's indie companies that get these fun ideas, but they just can't get funding usually.
Yep. Audi, Marvel, sponsorship deals. Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Here's a misconception right here. When you go to the virtual market for, right, you see Marvel, you see Audi, you see whatever, all these big name companies, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my god, if VRChat's partnering with Marvel, oh my god, this game's like wrong. They're partnering with Virtual Market, which is a website and a virtual thing that's outside of VRChat. The Virtual Market people wanted to bring their market to VRChat. So this is a separate entity. If VRChat gets banned, the Virtual Market will still explode and still be as big as it will be the next time it comes around. Because there's nothing, all they did was they took their idea, their website, Virtual Market, and made it in VRChat. So Audi and Netflix and Marvel and all this stuff, they're not partnering with VRChat. They don't know what the hell VRChat is. They don't care.
Exactly.
They're partnering with Virtual Market. They care about Virtual Market. They don't care about VRChat. It's just like it's a good like analogy here, but they're just it's kind of like a side thing. They're just kind of like, oh, Virtual Market. And they're like, oh, we could add it to VRChat. Okay, let's put it in VRChat just for larger.
Like the exposure. Spider-Man branded Cheez-Its that end up in your local supermarket. Spider-Man and Marvel isn't sponsoring that local supermarket.
Yeah,
they're there for Cheez-Its.
Yeah, that's I guess a decent analogy. Spider-Man is its own thing owned by Sony, right? And it's not like Sony's sponsoring that 7-Eleven.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, it's the VCAT team, whatever. It's separate. I actually talked to the Virtual Market people. They said it's a big misconception. I'm like, yeah, I mean, the average person probably in VRChat is probably like, oh my god, Marvel's sponsoring VRChat. We're gonna be rich now. It's like, no, it's not.
Oh, look, a new sub to add to my collection.
What the hell's wrong with Marvel if they're sponsoring VRChat?
They'll be looking like, what the fuck? Why is Spider-Man in VRChat? We should sue this game. They probably would. They'd be like, what the hell? You don't own this.
I've always thought about that. Like, how has VRChat not gotten sued yet?
All of the fucking IPs, like different avatars that have gotten used in the game. It's like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
VCAT gave donation money to VRC to allow them to set up the Virtual Market on their platform. VR has no official sponsorship due to copyright issues. Exactly what this person just wrote. There's no way VRChat would have any official sponsorship because it's everything is copyrighted in this game. So VRChat makes 0 pennies. What does VRChat get out of this? I guess more exposure to the game, I guess, right?
Yeah,
that's
true.
Yeah, that's about it.
But all they can get.
Yeah.
I'm wondering with their new updates if they're gonna do some sort of like premium version for the nameplate stuff and whatever else they're gonna have in the UI.
Yes. There's new nameplates. I don't know. I really don't know. If you looked at them, each of them are actually based on certain words. One of them was like a banana shape nameplate. One of them was like a toxic ectoplasm. One of them was like a Windows 95 called Hackerman 95. So it's like and then the other one's like fire. So like I don't know.
Right. Who knows?
Custom nameplates.
Not I.
Maybe they're removing the rank system, and they're just replacing it with custom nameplates.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I agree.
Ranks weird. Though it helps a little bit. I will say it helps a little bit.
The few amount of times I do go into Publix, like it is nice to have those new and like blue accounts completely blocked, because that way I can check real quick if it's just a naked avatar walking around.
Yeah.
Still, it's like I don't know, still weird.
I had my Twitch Prime sub. Can I ask what the stuff about VRChat RP was? Are they gonna ban it? No, they're not gonna ban Kalos Row or Ascension Academy or Venture RP. I don't understand that question. Are they gonna ban VRChat RP? Can I ask what are they gonna ban it? No.
He might be asking in reference to what we were talking about earlier with Rob's RP stuff.
And that's just Rob does his own RP thing in his lobby. It's not banned or anything. He just doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah. There's no reason. There's no way they would remove the rank system. The safety settings go in the trash. Well, no, I'm not saying they remove it. I think they would hide the rank. You know what I mean? Like, do you understand what I mean? Like, it was still the safety system will be there, but we're hiding the rank. Like, you don't see physically above my head trusted, because when it shows the new system, it doesn't say trusted user. I'm on fire, nameplate, ectoplasm, whatever. It just says the nameplate. So what I think they might do is to remove the rank, like the displaying trusted user bullshit above my head. It'll still be there. But it won't show on when you're looking around VRChat. Like, oh, that's a trusted user, that's a visitor, type of deal. Because I think that's the whole problem with the whole rank system, was that you could easily tell how long someone's been playing the game simply by their nameplate. Oh, it's white. Oh, they're a new user. Oh, they're purple. Trusted user. Oh, I'm not gonna. I guarantee hundreds of people I've talked to literally have said this. I'm not gonna talk to a new user. I literally block. You can be literally rankist in this game. You can literally block everything.
That's true.
You can block visitors. You have to be like, you have to play this game for 300 hours to talk to me. You can literally do that.
Yeah.
Or you can be the opposite and be like,
crazy.
I don't talk to trusted users. I only talk to new users. You could do the opposite.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's nice for the safety systems, just being able to block avatar and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think it is pretty crazy to just not talk to people that are new to the game.
Yeah.
I think obviously there's going to be some roles. It makes sense, but like not everybody. Everybody starts somewhere.
True. There's one other thing we'll talk about, and then we'll wrap it up here. We've been going for over an hour. The other thing about the update is they added groups, which I like to call gangs. So they're gonna add guilds or gangs to VRChat. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Pretty cool, I guess. I know there's going to be a lot of, like, depending on how the system works. Like, say it's an invite system to where they have to get invited to the group and shit.
Oh yeah,
like,
definitely be like
there's
that.
going to be a lot of people that are butthurt that they're not in some sort of group.
I'm on the GatorCon group. What the F, dude?
Yeah.
You can make only GatorCon world only, so you have to be in the guild to actually be in the world.
Yeah, it's just going to create a little bit of weirdness
between some people, but otherwise it's whatever. It's just another thing that says, yeah, I'm a part of this group, I'm a part of that group.
Yeah, but what if you could only be in one group though? Oh shit, dude! Listen, Rob, just call it the A-listers. You're not an A-lister group.
Jesus.
You're not allowed in this fucking world. It does not allow you unless you're in the A-lister group, dude. Holy shit.
I can almost see it as some sort of form of, like, almost verification for VRChat too, right? So, like, because a lot of people can fudge the system as far as, being able to name yourself the exact same as somebody else. You'll use, like, hidden characters, that sort of stuff. So some people impersonate people that run around VRChat in public lobbies. But I feel like maybe that group system can help further verify people if you run into people in public.
I don't know how it works, so don't ask me. The people are asking, like, can you be multiple? I don't know. It was just simply a screenshot that just said introducing. It's called groups. It's basically just think of like clans or guilds or whatever in World of Warcraft, right? What I would like it to work like is that just like with Twitch teams, where you have one primary team, the primary team is the one
Yeah.
that shows up. So below minus is Midnight Central, but I'm actually in Kalos Row and like a bunch of other teams. But it only displays the primary. Whatever I choose to be my primary group, it displays on my name. But you can be in like 20 groups. I'd say that's the way I see it. Or like a Steam group. You can have a million Steam groups and have one primary. And they have a million secondaries. So that's the way I
That
want
would
it.
be good.
Because if it doesn't, then there's going to be fights over, I'm going to make the streamer lobby. I'm going to make the streamer group, man. If you're not in the
Yeah.
group, bro, hey, man, I'm going to make my own gang. I'm going to call it whatever, Banana Gang. And if you're not in the Banana Gang, then fuck you. It's going to create that. So I think they should have secondary. So then I can be in my friends groups. And then if they're going to make friends or group only lobbies or whatever they're going to call them, like group, like clan worlds
Yeah.
that literally you have to be in the
That's-
clan, then I can join and don't have to leave my own and join theirs, bullshit.
Yeah, I think the whole.
Thanks for
group
the
thing just gets
tokens.
dangerous
I
when
mean,
people start
bits.
caring too much about it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all theory right now, but we'll have to
True.
see. Invite everyone to a group. It could be a feature where you can invite everybody. I don't know. We'll have to see. Like, how would the group system? Would it be like World of Warcraft, where you have like officers and like like members and recruits? Like, I don't fucking know. Like, who the fuck knows? Maybe it'll just be
Who
the
fucking
leader,
knows?
and then like everybody else is just a member. Or would you have officers that can also invite people to your group, right? Like,
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, man. It's all up in the air.
It's all I can say is maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to see. All I know is that gang wars are going to be a thing in VR chat. Bring back gang wars,
Bring back
Gang wars.
Yeah, and back when I
God.
first played VR chat, there was like the
Heck yes!
yeah, thanks.
Everybody was in some sort of gang.
Yeah, it was like Alien Gang, Rainbow Gang, Lolly Gang, Lolly Squad. I don't know. Basically, everyone had just played one avatar, and it was kind of just like a gang. So
True.
I can't see that gang. That's how you get banned. Penguins versus Knuckles. Yeah, Knuckles. All that shit. Anyway, I think we'll wrap it up here. So,
Okay.
what I'll do is I'll put the camera on you, and if you want to say any last words about, anything, or you want to plug yourself, or like, hey, I'm working on this project next week, I'm doing this cool thing, or hey guys, go check this thing out, then go right ahead. Anything you want to say?
Go to my stream. It's my name, the nameplate shrimp_.
Yes.
And check me out. I stream every other day. So tomorrow I'm off. Next day I'll be live.
Heck
and,
yes!
doing
Knuckles
my thing,
versus
new
robots.
PST. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. This has been shrimp_. Thank you so much for the interview, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, amigo.
Yeah, man. I'll sign us off, and then
man.
and then we'll take a photo, put on the wall, man. But yeah, if you haven't know who I am, I'm That One Rebel. I do a talk show almost every day. So tomorrow I'm interviewing Iron Jew, and then yeah, so That One Rebel is my talk show. Lena Rebel. I do it almost every day. Tomorrow 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Iron Jew interview, and then I'm also doing an art contest. So I started May 10th to June 1st art contest. Prize pool $1,000, by the way. You want to win $400 first place?
Yeah.
All you got to do is you type in the chat ! Contest. It gives you a link to my tweet I made on Twitter. And then it gives you all the instructions. It gives you additional information and the model references. Basically, the idea is to draw my model. No, you don't have to draw this particular outfit. You can draw the other outfits that I've had. Or you can make your own outfit. You can make your own, like, customized, like, I don't like this outfit, but I can make a different one. And then in about, like, 3 weeks, I pick the winners. And then, you get some money. There you go. $1,000. Oil prince. That's what people have been saying I am. I'm not an oil
Nice.
prince. I'm not an oil prince. But yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you so much. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much for the subs, the bits, the donos. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for Twitch Prime. So we'll end the
Twitch Prime.
stream here. But Shrimp, who do you want me to do raid/host?
Let me look real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I think